whatever that is going on, I really don't support it, and my apologies for my views. If naweza labda kuna mtu atagwarwa kidogo ama nitakwaruza kidogo. The moment kuna hiyo large number and mtu ameweza kuinconvince, hiyo number inafanyaga kukuwe na bad leadership because of the numbers. If you convince a large crowd na uongo, they play a big role kufuata nyuma like we did kupea Ruto kura watu wa mlima. But now people are going on being lightened. Wanaona mwenye walikuwa wamechagua si mwenye yako. So comrade na all the people in this forum, I call salute you. Na acha nirudishia Mike the host. Niendelee kufuata whatever is being planned. Tuone ni aje. Lakini I'm really behind you and we need a revolution. Allow me to take 1 minute. Or just 1 minute. Saa hii walikuwa nasema Kenya ama Genz the time walikuwa wametokea kwa ground, nchi ilikuwa mbaya, but reality is watu wa biashara hakuna time wameface mbaya kama during this era. Watu wameteseka, watu hawana pesa hii time. If hakuna leadership inaweza fanywa ama kuwezi Ruto ama hawezi toka, then we can go with the army. Nairobi imeongozwa na jeshi time ya Uhuru, and it was all okay. We need a total revolution in this state. Thank you so much.
Asante sana.
Thank you Kiama.
Real,
John, you want to come in?
Let me just mention, I've shared it hapo kwa Jumbo Trade by Dr. Onyango. He's saying that the Gombe is being held at Langata police station. It was an arrest, although it seems like siku there is no difference between abduction and arrest. But they were able to see him together with Wakili Joe. And you can follow after that tweet to get more information and even DM Dr. Nani Jeffy. You can reach out to him as well. Should I make my submission? Are we closing the space, Ruto?
Yeah, go ahead and make your submission, then we look at how we close the space.
Yeah, all right. So I want to take us a bit back towards how we began the thought in this space. Remember, first of all, tulisema kwamba the past few days we've been talking about the differences, why Europe and America is different from how things happened over here. Over here, you can be abducted by police who don't identify themselves, who don't come to you with a warrant of arrest from a judge. They just show up with guns and, they take you to an unknown place and torture you. And even if they produce you in court, there are no consequences for them. And you yourself, sometimes you end up paying bail. So like the system itself, it's not working. And that is essentially, I think, was it yesterday or ama juzi tulikuwa nasema Kenya can't even put a banana into space. Because if our very systems of law are not working, how can we organize ourselves as a country into a space program and have it successful, So essentially, the way we began the space was, the law is not working. You can go to court about something, but you won't find jurisprudence, you will find jurispesa. Justice is for those with deep pockets. And unfortunately, because that is the case, we have to discover Article 1. And we kind of stumbled into it during the period of June, late May, and throughout June. We stumbled into that, not knowing that that is actually what we were doing, but we ended up doing it. And for right now, we need to take in those lessons and learn so that we can we can do it properly, let me say. I think for the most part, the way we Kenyans the way tumekuwa tukiishi for a long time, tukisema tu ukweli, yeah, we haven't been bothered to care about this country. Maybe it's the culture in which we have grown up. We like, for example, tumezoea tu vitu zingine, yeah? Umezoea tu like hongo, or maybe the cop stops you for an non-existent traffic infringement, and anataka chai, and you don't want to go through the hassle of going to court and all these things, so it's more convenient for you compare 300 or something, so that you can just go on your way. This is how we've been living for a long time. But I think the more we hold these spaces, and let no one tell you that these spaces are for nothing or we are just talking or anything. I think Wallace was quite clear as well, saying, hold your horses. You see, there's something that has to happen. There has to be a change, first of all, in how we think, so that we can properly act proper. And part of it has to do with changing our mindset, understanding that if the Constitution says certain things are rights, and remember, you get your rights not from government, but from God. These are things you have because you're a human being. And if one of those rights is quality healthcare, access to quality healthcare, as it is noted down in the Constitution. The Constitution does not give rights, it merely notes down what is self-evident. So you have a God-given right to quality healthcare. If you're paying taxes, if you have allegiance to a polity, if you're a citizen, this is what you are entitled to, simply by virtue of being a citizen. And when government does not give you that, and when you go to court and they side with the whichever branch is denying you those rights, then they have ceased to have a reason for their existence. Now, this sounds a bit radical, but it's the language of the Declaration of Independence of the US, that any government that violates rights, because government is there, the sole reason for government is to secure our rights. That's all. That's all. Hizi vitu zingine parastato wanatengeneza nini? The whole point is to help them to secure our rights. And if they fail in that procedure, they have, how can I say, they have signed their own death warrant. And it is the right of the people to discover Article 1, how can we come together as the people and get things done. The best option, of course, that should be first pursued is a peaceable manner. But I think you guys know the quote, the statement, those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make a violent one inevitable. Now, I think as I learned, let me just say that having all this understanding from today, I'd like to drop off, but having all this understanding from today, how does it color the kind of understanding and purpose with which we are going to be working? How does it inform how you will go out to open up eyes, to open up minds to these particular realities? Because we can, in order for us to go out and get things done, get things changed, we first of all have to go out and change the minds of people. And as many, and I think the challenge by the National Anthem Challenge is a good idea. If you can come up with another one, please share it, come and share it with us. There are various groups doing various things. People are coming up with websites to inform people about corruption and going around in their local place in terms of projects. I think Wallace is also involved with Mkura as well. Like there are many things happening, but I think once we are building up that momentum, as we did in June, tutajipata tu pale. It's a thing of nature. because right now enda ongelesha mse wa Kibandaski and umuulize about details about like what do you understand about Adani, what do you understand about Chief. For the most part, people don't know or people don't care. It's unfortunate. So the task remains with us. Eh? It is for us, and there's nothing treasonous about this. This is simply informing people of what is going on. So I'd like to land there and just remind people that Gombe is in Langata police station, and we can still keep the hashtag alive until he's released, without any charges or without any issues. Nashukuru guys. Let me drop.
Thank you very much, John. Thank you. A lot of things you've said that make sense there, and the best revolution starts in the mindset. By the way, shaping up the opinions of the general public. That is the best revolution. It starts in the mindset before any other place. So we will continue to shape up the mentality of the people. I hope from this space today, you leave understanding that we do not have justice as justice system right now. And therefore we need to look for an alternative justice system. I hope from this space you will leave understanding that the judiciary is no longer supporting the interest of the people. Therefore, we'll need to look for an alternative to the judiciary. I hope from this space you understand that we do not have to go to court to demand for better education in our country. It is our right as per Article 43. We do not have to go to court to demand for better, let me use the terms of the Constitution, high standards of healthcare. We do not have to go to courts to seek that. It is given to us and it is enshrined in the Constitution. And when leadership, however good processes, however good laws we will have at any given point in time, there's someone will always take advantage and try to turn it into tyranny. Someone will always do that. And it is the responsibility of the citizen. Don't think that the legislature will check the excesses of the executive. No, it is the citizens who will check the excesses of the executive. It is the citizens who will check the excesses of the legislature. And it is the citizens who will check the excesses in the judiciary only through civil disobedience. I want to encourage all of you to boycott Safaricom, as we have been saying from the onset. Let's boycott. They are using Safaricom to abduct and arrest Kenyans. Police are not dreaming those locations of Kenyans. Safaricom is giving out the locations, and it is doing that continuously. Let's boycott